Hi everyone, welcome to Chemistry with Becca B, and we're going to be going over calculating the average atomic mass for an element. Okay, so as we see here, we have we're going to be calculating the average atomic mass for bromine. And according to the question, we have one isotope of bromine that has a mass of 78.92, and the relative abundance, which is the same as percent abundance, is 50.69. And the other major isotope for bromine has a mass of 80.92 and a relative abundance of 49.31%. So first we want to identify the parts that we're going to use for our calculation. It's similar to a grade point average when we are calculating those. So we're going to first identify our first isotope, which is bromine here with a mass of 78.92. And we know that our relative abundance is 50.69%. For our second, we're going to, for our another isotope, we have bromine here with a mass of 80.92 and the relative abundance is 49.31. So now let's start listing. So what we want to do is, if we're going to, for our first isotope for bromine, we know that the first one has, we're going to multiply the mass times our relative abundance. Make sure that you're utilizing your percent to get your values, okay? So we know that this is going to be for our first bromine. Just want to make sure we color code to match what we have in our problems. Okay, so now that we have the first one, let's write down for the second one, which would be our bromine with the mass of 80.92. And that relative abundance is 49.31%. And we know that that is in relative relation to the second isotope that we mentioned. Okay, so let's do some math. Okay, so we have 78.92 times 50.69%. So 78.92 times 50.69%. That gives us 40 point, we're going to say 00. And then let's do for the second one, which is 80.92 times our 49.31, remember percent. And that's going to give us 39.90. So now that we have what each isotope contributes to our average, now we're going to add those components. So let's add them up. So we're going to add 40.00 plus 39.90, and that gives us 79.90, and that would be AMU. Okay, that's our answer. Okay, and that kind of makes sense when we look at the problem. The bromine that had 79.92 is 50% pretty much, or 51%, and then the bromine with 80.92 has a little bit under 50%. So if we're wavering between 78 and 80, well, what comes in between that? And that would be closer to 79. Okay, so this is a good approximation. Okay, I hope this helps. Okay, and look forward to meeting with you guys one-on-one. Bye.